Okay, I want to do a quick little follow-up here on what I was just talking about, which is the balance point you want when your tossing motion is completed. And on the second serve, it's easy to get into that good hitting position where the tossing arm is straight up and you are now with this shoulder, you're nicely below the ball. So you're really set up to swing up into the ball and create that spin. Now, all we're talking about now is just changing the position of the toss. Second serve is more here, and the first serve is going to be more out in front of you. And so how do we get the first serve toss in front and still maintain this posture here? And what you want to feel as the arm comes up in the tossing motion, that it really pulls this front hip out. It really pulls this out towards your target so you get into that good hitting position. Too often, and I used to do this all the time in the first serve, and I was horribly inconsistent, is I had the toss in the right spot, but I was doing this where the hips stayed back, and I really wasn't into a good hitting position for that swing. So the key here is that when you toss, I kind of feel like the hip is coming out with me as the arm goes up, and then it really sets you up into that good hitting position. Again, if that hip stays back, you get on top of the ball, and then all that bad geometry happens where now you're trying to spike the ball back down. So here's something that you can practice is, I want you to sort of exaggerate this front hip coming out with the tossing motion. And you can go ahead and do this and let the ball drop, and because you want that toss to drop a foot or two, I don't know, whatever it is for you, maybe it's a foot inside the baseline, but you want to make sure that this hip is coming out. Now the other thing this will help you do is help you maintain those shoulders staying sideways. It's really vital for this front hip to come out so that when you are set to swing, that your shoulders are still sideways and closed, that you're not open. So go ahead and practice this. Front hip out, let the ball toss, drop, and see where it ends up. You want to make sure that hip sways out there, and you want to make sure that the ball toss drops about a foot inside the baseline.